What's up, Wildflowers? Part 2. All right. I'm going to pull some more cards and see what we got for a message. So if you're here, it means you are a supporter. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate you making the jump from my little bit of a meltdown to coming back here and trusting me that we're going to pull some more cards and make some more sense of it. And we're going to get us a message for today. But first, let's clear the energy. Clear it. Whoo. Doesn't look good if I'm still not getting to the shuffling by 1 minute. All right. If you saw part 1, you know that we got the devil. The devil is a dang liar. The devil. Here's what I'm going to go with. A lot of the times I'm going to tell you to trust your instincts, right? Today's maybe not one of those days, because sometimes we need to just take a freaking break. We need to take a freaking break. We need to watch our thoughts. We need to make sure that we're all turned upside down today. We are all turned upside down today, right? So the devil, he talks about ego. You know, we gotta make sure that the voice inside us is really our wiser, more intuitive voice, and not that smaller ego voice that tells us you're right about everything, right? Like everything you feel and think is true and everybody else sucks, right? Like that voice is coming from an unhealed place. Is coming from a place of fear. Is coming from a place of not wanting to understand, because we can't expand outside of ourselves, where we have this very small, narrow-minded view that we are it and we can't see other paths, and we're closed off to the possibilities of others, right? And we are resisting all of the thought processes, but we need to come back to center and find a balance. And so today, be very, very, very mindful of your thoughts, of your feelings, and just question them for today, right? Like, besides what's going on in the world, we're also in the midst of that 999 portal, and that's going to be open for a few more days. And so things are being revealed. Big things are being revealed. We already knew that big things were going to happen. And so what we need to do today is to be very, very mindful of what is real and what is coming from unhealed places of anger, of ignorance, of fear. Those things are not where we want to come from. We want to make sure that we're really guarding our emotions so that we can come from a place of healing, right? This is where we want to go. We want to go from, where did he go? We want to go from this guy to these guys, right? Like this is the journey that we're on. We want to go from me, I, this is what I need, this is what I feel, it's all about me, to a place of service, to a place of seeing that we really are one people. We really are. I mean, look at it. Look at even the most opposite of peoples. At their core, they are looking for the survival. They're looking for that foundation. They're looking for fulfillment. They're looking for validation. They are looking for the same things, right? And some people are coming from a place of fear, and they're coming from a place of ignorance, and they haven't reached this place yet. And so it's easy to be repelled. It's easy to be offended. It's easy to react with anger. It's easy to reject things that don't fit in with your convictions, right? Like, that's the easy road. It's harder to come together and be like, let's figure this out. That's the hard part, right? And then the devil on our shoulder is saying, you don't need to do that. You're right. You're right. They're wrong. Screw them. All the bad things that happen to them are worth it because they're wrong and they're bad and you're good. The devil is the one that is giving you those messages, right? And listen, I'm not talking about the Christian devil, right? Like, and you know, if that resonates with you, great, then that's what I'm talking about. Right? But for me, that's not what I'm talking about when I say the devil. What I'm talking about is that ego. It's the devil inside of us. It's that narcissism, right? Because the magician card, he's twofold, just like all of us, right? It's all about balance. It's all about, where's that balance card? It's all about balance. There's good and evil in everything, right? In all of us. So the magician card can come to you to remind you of your power to manifest, of your power to create. And that's all well and good, right? Like, we say our affirmations, we attract what we want, right? Like, that's all feel good stuff, right? But the magician can be a narcissist. The magician can all of a sudden start to think that his needs and wants are the most important. His views are the only right views. His feelings are the only valid feelings. And that's where we need to strike that balance. That's where we need to come together and find that harmony, where we come together and we realize, hey, I think and feel this, but this person over here thinks and feels this. And instead of jumping to that person's wrong because they don't feel that way, what if we stopped and we said, why do they feel that way? It might not ever change your mind. You know, that's not balance. You know, we want the scales to be equal, right? Like, we don't want to be this so fluid that we don't stand for anything, right? Like, you do want to trust your intuition. You do want to hold strong in your convictions, right? Like, but not so strong that all of a sudden there's nothing else. Because that makes your world so small. It makes your world so tiny. It makes your world so negative and so scary, right? Because even the like, I tell my kids this all the time too. The loudest person in the room is not the most confident. No. The person yelling, the angry person who's telling you, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, that's not the most confident. That person is small and insecure, and they want to be loud. And they want to be scary so that you back down. Because they're afraid. They're afraid that if they let you in, that you might say something that rocks their world. But our worlds are meant to be rocked. We're not meant to sit in the safety of, you know, like, this looks all good. This looks all good. And this is where we want to sit. But sometimes we got to do the work and we got to look like this. Right? Right? Because that's where the inspiration comes from. That's where the enlightenment comes from. That's where all the good things happen, is outside of our comfort zone. So get out. Get out of your comfort zone. Get into somebody else's bubble and have a conversation so that we can live like this, because this is possible. This is possible, but it's going to take a whole lot of really exhausting work and deciding to do it.